Cook Rangers. So for me right now, today's date is July the 14th. It's about 2:46. I am in my office, but I just wanted to tell you guys good morning. I know that you guys are getting ready to execute your CTE plans. That's when we get together as a team and we start planning out what we need to do. I want to acknowledge and I want to say that I know it's been a very tough summer. I know that it's been a very challenging, we experienced a very challenging spring break. However, some things we can control and some things we cannot. But one thing that we can control is how we develop instruction, how we treat our students, and how we build relationships with our kids and how we strengthen relationships with one another. So today is the day that you guys will take part in executing the CTE standards or the CTE requirements, if you will. And I want you to know that our campus has 3 goals, and those goals are not disconnected from the goals that you will develop today, they're not disconnected from the goals that your team will develop with respect to your content area. We always provide quality first-time instruction. Can you imagine going to a restaurant, your steak not coming out right, coming out cold, or coming out smelling moldy, and they take it back and say, sorry about the first time we did it, but I promise you, we'll make it right the second time. That would be unacceptable. So we work extremely hard at Cook Middle School to make sure that we deliver quality first-time instruction as soon as we roll it out of the oven. The second goal that we have at Cook Middle School is to create a sense of belonging for each student. Make those students feel as though they're supposed to be here. We celebrate accomplishments of our kids. And so that is going to be a bit of a challenge this year. Creating a sense of belonging for some students who are here face to face, some students who are here virtually. You've got to plan for it. And so I am going to challenge and charge you guys to get with your teams to dig deep and figure out how can we create a sense of belonging for our students? How can we celebrate their accomplishments, even the ones that may be learning with us virtually? And the third goal is to recognize the needs of our students, to make sure that we monitor and adapt according to the needs of our students. Those are the 3 goals that we have for our campus. And as you develop your personal goals and you develop your department goals, please understand that those 3 goals are connected to everything that you do personally and everything that your department will do throughout the year. And so today what you're going to do, the first thing that you will do is develop that personal professional goal. And you're going to determine, how is my goal connected to the department goal? How is this connected to the campus focus areas and goal? And what actions or strategies do I need to consider to support my goal? And so in addition to our campus goals, we also have 2 areas of focus that we want to make sure that we execute. The first area is to make sure that every single student masters the content with an 80% or higher. We know that 70% is passing, but passing is not good enough for Cook Middle School. We want kids to master the content at 80% or higher, so there's no room for just getting by or just sliding by. We also want to make sure that we are teaching our students how to behave. We have something called PBIS at Cook Middle School, and we've adopted the mantra of rock behavior. That means that at all times you are respectful, you are organized, you are cooperative, and you are kind. And so as you develop your personal goals, as you develop those team goals, how are we going to facilitate that rock behavior? How are we going to facilitate and help our students to understand that they should always be respectful, organized, cooperative, and kind? So please make sure that you include that. And also today you will be looking at your team or department goal. How is your goal connected to the campus focus area? What goals do we need to target this year? And how do we set those goals? In the previous years, we used a process called the root cause analysis process. It's really where we looked at our STAR scores and we determined what areas we needed to target. Well, guess what? We don't have STAR scores, and that is okay, because at Cook Middle School, we are still going to figure it out. We're going to use those targets and those goals, you will be allowed to use those targets or those goals that you set for last year according to the previous year's STAR scores, and you guys can hit those hard and make that determination as a team. And the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to look at the campus goals, and you'll develop some strategies with respect to making sure that we reach that 80% level of mastery and making sure that we are executing different ways and different strategies to facilitate that rock behavior virtually and face-to-face. And so there's one last thing that I also want to share with you guys. I know that everyone is wondering, what are we going to do? How are things going to look differently? I want to assure you that we are going to have to put some health and safety measures in place. I want to let you know that eating in the cafeteria is going to look different. How we travel in the hallway is going to look different. The behavior in the classroom, our expectations are going to have to be modified. And so I think it's extremely important that we align some of our new strategies and our health and safety protocols and precautions with guidance from our health services department in the state as well as the federal level. And so the district will be rolling out some information. They will share that with us. And as they roll that information out, we will use that to develop our campus specific protocols. So please look forward to that in the coming days. We'll share that information with you as soon as we get it. We will also spend some time that week of August the 10th to talk about what we're doing to keep each other safe, to keep our students safe. I love you guys to pieces. I love our students. And I also want you to know that I love me. And I love my family, and I want to stay healthy. And I'm going to give you 100% of everything that I have. And I also ask that you give me 100% as well. Have a phenomenal day. Don't forget, Rangers today are leaders tomorrow. If you need me, email me, text me. You're never bothering me. See you soon.